My name's Anthony Napolitan. I am 36 years old. I've been a professional BMX rider for 20 plus years, and I've started a professional mountain bike career as well. So my career kind of started early on for me. I picked up my first sponsor when I was in high school, so that was around 2003, 2004. I graduated in 2004, and that's kind of when I had to make the decision if I was gonna go to college or pursue a professional BMX career. And at that time, I got the offer to pursue the BMX career, and I told myself, hey, I could always go back and go back to school if I need to. So I took the pro BMX route, and it's got me where I am today. I'm 20 plus years into my professional BMX career. I've lived my whole life out of high school, living off being able to ride bikes. Yeah, mountain biking has always kind of been a thing in my life. You know, I've traveled the world on my BMX bike, riding different competitions, and I'd find myself in places like Whistler, Canada, and Queenstown, New Zealand, and all these big mountain towns. So there'd be times where we'd have a day off from the BMX event and we would rent downhill bikes and go ride the mountain. So mountain biking has kind of always been a thing in my life, but I really just kind of started to fall in love with it over the last 5 years. So I ended up buying my first mountain bike, and basically what happened was, like, I got a deal on a YT through a friend of mine that worked at YT, and they knew, you know, who I was from BMX, and basically they just kept an eye on me while I was riding the mountain bike and posting fun stuff on social media. I guess it was kind of just right up their alley. I've been able to visit some of the most remote places and the most beautiful places on my mountain bike, and it's like very much so an adventure sport for me. BMX definitely has a big influence on my mountain bike riding. You know, everything in BMX jumping wise easily transferred over into mountain biking. I can do a wide variety of my BMX tricks on the mountain bike. I'd say the big learning curve for me is, you know, one, having a front brake, because I don't have that on my BMX bike. So learning how to control the front brake and using it in single track situations. The other is flat bank turns. In BMX, we have super steep berms that generate speed and carry you through. And you know, on the single track, there's a lot of flat bank turns, and usually they're all chewed up and super sandy and dusty. I prefer flats over clips because it literally is just more freeing. You know, I can turn as much on the pedal as I want with my feet, and I don't have the fear of coming unclipped, and I can make minor adjustments. And if I find a feature where I want to try something, I'll have the ability to bail off the bike as well. So Yoshimura was introduced to me a couple years back. You know, Big E hit me up and said, hey, I've got these pedals I want you to try on your BMX. So I was like, all right, let me check these things out. So I checked them out, and at the time, you know, I was on a standard kind of platform style BMX pedal, and it had a ton of concave to it. And in that moment, I was actually having some ankle issues where I would be riding flat pedals on my mountain bike and my ankle wouldn't bother me. And then I would ride BMX and my ankles all of a sudden started to bother me, and I couldn't figure out what it was. So I was just going back to the drawing board and saying, what could be causing this? And what I came down to was just that I prefer a flatter pedal with less concave. And Big E kind of approached me right at the right time, because he wanted me to check out the Yoshimura pedals, and he wanted me to, you know, give my honest opinion on them. So I was able to get a pair, and I put them on my BMX, and I instantly fell in love with them. Not only did my ankle pain go away and my ankle seemed to be fixed, but I just loved them. I love the grip. I'm constantly taking my feet off the pedals. You know, I'm doing a 360 tail whip or something where I'm spinning and the bike's spinning. I need to get back to the pedals. And I like to have that confidence where my feet are gonna get back on the pedals and they're gonna stay there.